OU battle. What's up, guys? I got an OU battle with my boy Chris. Me and Chris kind of battle all the time. It's like my little rival right now. Probably big rival compared to me, but yeah, my boy Chris is. My boy Chris always gives me a good battle, just like this one you're about to watch. So please watch to the end, and if you like it, go ahead and like it and subscribe and all of that. And so I'm gonna have Houndoom, Mega Houndoom, who's gonna come along with Torko, who is a very good utility mon. I like using him a lot. Then I got my Rotom, my Zygarde, my Mew, and my Greninja. My boy Chris is gonna come with the Hippowdon, Excadrill, Venusaur, Conkeldurr, and Hydreigon and Primarina. So I'm gonna be starting out with my Houndoom. Chris gonna be starting out with his Hippowdon. So I don't want to take an earthquake or anything like that. So I'm going to switch into my Rotom as he actually switches into his Primarina. And this thing is so bothersome. If you look at my team, I really have nothing that can take anything from this Primarina except my Mew, but at the same time not my Mew, because Primarina is that bad, especially when it is specs. So I'm gonna go ahead and vote switch out of here into my Mew. So he's gonna go for the Scold, who pretty much does a whole bunch of damage, maybe like 45%. So as he goes for the Scold, I'm gonna get a little bit health back from my leftovers there, and from leftovers there, he's gonna switch out his Primarina back into his Hippowdon. And at this point, I'm just gonna get up rocks, because there's pretty much rocks are the most important. One of the most important things in the game, hazards in general. I like running spikes and rocks now, even more than I used to. I used to only run rocks all the time. So he's gonna bring in his Hippowdon, take an Ice Beam, and get up his own rocks. And that's gonna be how this. I mean, you can see how the battle's kind of starting out here. He has sand. He has pretty much a sand team, little sand core over there with Hippowdon and Excadrill. I'm thinking he has the Mega Venusaur, of course. He has Conkeldurr, who's always a problem. And that Hydreigon, actually, if you look at my team as well, I don't have any type of switch in for Hydreigon. So he's gonna bring back in his Primarina here. And like I've said before, I have no switch into this thing. So I'm actually kind of happy that the sand is up. So at this point, the way I was gonna play around this Primarina was just go for the Roost pretty much until the sand went away. So by doing that, I can pretty much try to save my Mew and also get rid of the Primarina by sand. But this Mew actually only attacks it has is Ice Beam and Dragon Tail, Rocks, and Roost. So I can't Dragon Tail it out. And on top of that, Ice Beam is not doing a whole bunch to a Spadef bulky Primarina, even by base stats. So I'm gonna sit here and just go for the Roost as he goes for the Moonblast, which is clearly going to be a 2-hit KO on my Mew. So I'm pretty much just withering her down with the sand, and I'm gonna be just taking a bit of damage here from the sand as well. But I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam this turn since the sand is ending. So at this point, it's pretty much gonna be about a double down with me with Primarina here. My Mew's gonna get knocked out. And Primarina, if not knocked out by the sand, nope, not knocked out by the sand. So I'm just pretty much gonna come in here and revenge kill Primarina with my Rotom. So I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I went for the Hydro Pump instead of for like Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, because I wanted to keep my Rotom in one. And second, I didn't want, just in case he wanted to make a switch into Excadrill, maybe like predicting like Volt Switch or something like that and saving Primarina for later. But if you look at his team, or my team, I pretty much outsped Primarina all around, well, except Torko, so I guess he could have saved it for that. So as he brings in his Venusaur and Mega Evolves it, I went ahead and Volt Switched out into my Houndoom here. Doing that, he goes for the Sleep Powder and actually misses. Thank God. I actually hate being asleep during battles. It's pretty much annoying. So at that point, I'm going to Mega Evolve my Houndoom into the Mega Evolved version and go for the Flamethrower. And I'm gonna do like that thing over there. Mega Venusaur is very bulky because he just took a Flamethrower like it was nothing. I'm pretty sure only got like 40% damage off, which is okay damage, but for a grass type mon, it's like, come on now, like you're only taking 40% damage from a fire move, a strong fire move. So he's gonna bring out that Hydreigon, and I actually thought he was gonna bring out Hydreigon because that's his only switch into this Houndoom, and I wanted to make a switch for that. But if you looked at my team, I had nothing to really go face to face with this Hydreigon, like I was saying. So I just wanted to get damage off, and I got damage off with the flamethrower. So after this, I'm gonna bring in my Greninja because I'm pretty sure I could take a Dragon Pulse from Scarf Hydreigon. So I was gonna just take a Dragon Pulse and go for the U-turn and try to get the knockout. I am expert belt and a little bit of physical attack EV, so thought I was gonna I would have been able to knock him out. But he actually switches out his Hydreigon. He switches into his Hippowdon, and I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn into my Zygarde and go for the Dragon Dance, because Dragon Dance Zygarde, as I have learned lately, and I've just gotten this Zygarde actually, by the way, and I've been wanting Zygarde for a long time now. I don't know why I couldn't get one. I couldn't get it in Peaky Hex to work for some reason. So I'm gonna bring in my Zygarde. He's gonna whirlwind me out after my Dragon Dance. He's gonna whirlwind me into my Torkoal, which is fine, because at this point my Torkoal can go for the Toxic, except for it wants to miss, and of course that's very bad. I really hate when I miss certain attacks. So as he brings back in his Scarf Hydreigon, who I do believe 100% sure that is Scarf, I actually catch him with the Toxic, which is very good for me, because like I said, the only mon that can probably take a Dragon Pulse is my Greninja, and that's barely take it and then get off a good hit with U-turn. So yep, Greninja's probably my only mon that can knock out this Hydreigon. Something else can definitely take a Dragon Pulse, but can't really knock it out. So I'm gonna take a Dragon Pulse and get off the Rapid Spin to knock out those rocks as he comes back in with Hippowdon. I'm thinking he can bring back in with Hippowdon because he wants to get back up his rocks, and he's going to take an overheat as he brings down my son. So it wasn't a impactful overheat, but I did get off a decent bit of damage. So I thought he was gonna go for rocks here. So instead of going for the Toxic, I went for the Rapid Spin. So I just get off the Rapid Spin, and he actually didn't go for rocks. So either way, that's kind of good for me. So because not having rocks up is not going to be damaging my team coming back and forth residually every time. So after he knocks out my Torkoal, or my Torkoal knocks out the sand, I'm going to bring back in my Zygarde, and I'm going to get off 1,000 arrows instead of going for the Dragon Dance, because I figure he's just going to whirlwind me again. So me getting whirlwind to my Rotom, I can clearly just go for the Hydro Pump here. So he's gonna switch out his own. He's gonna switch out his Hippowdon into the Hydreigon, and I'm actually gonna be able to knock out Hydreigon. And I'm actually not sure why he risked his Hydreigon so much here, getting Toxic and switching into this, because I had no switching to that Hydreigon. I thought that was his like win condition, to be honest. So I knock out his Hydreigon. He's gonna switch into his Mega Venusaur here, so I'm gonna Volt Switch out on Venusaur and go into my own Zygarde. And at this point, I thought he would have went for the Synthesis, but instead of going for Synthesis, he goes for the Giga Drain, and he gets back his little bit of health here. So at this range, I thought about going for the Outrage, but I went for the 1,000 arrows. I thought it would be enough to knock it out at this point, and it is. So I knock out Mega Venusaur, and at this point, he's gonna bring in his Conkeldurr, and as he brings in his Conkeldurr, I am Z-move Zygarde. So at this point, I'm going to go for the Z-move. It is Z Outrage who's gonna turn into Devastating Drake, and when I did this, I thought that this would do a whole lot more damage. I thought I would even knock it out, but Conkeldurr must be a bulky mon, because he's gonna take that and go for the Ice Punch and just knock out my Zygarde here. And at this point, I'm looking at this. I have my Greninja left, and I have my Rotom. I thought about bringing in Rotom here because he has Rocky Helmet and he is max HP, max defense. But at the same time, he could have just went for the Drain Punch and got a whole bunch of health back. So I want to just take the chance here and actually do Water Shuriken instead of taking a Mach Punch and getting knocked out. and going for water shuriken. I thought I would have needed 3, but apparently I only needed 2, and that was good enough to knock him out. And at this point, his last 2 mons are Hippowdon and Escadrille. So clearly with his last 2 mons being Hippowdon and Escadrille, I can just go for the water shurikens and knock them out. So yep, that was a very close battle. After the battle, I did not expect to win this at all, like having my Greninja and my Rotom left. So me not expecting to win this battle at all, like right after the battle, I knew I wanted to upload this one. I haven't actually been uploading lately for odd reasons, so yeah, I'm gonna get back into it a little bit more because it actually is very fun doing this. So I'm gonna get back into it more. So that was the 2-0 victory against my boy Chris. Me and Chris have a whole bunch of battles. If I've showed you half the battles, you would be very excited because they're mostly intense. So shout out to my boy Chris over there. And that was the 2-0 victory. So yeah, I'll be uploading a little bit more frequently. So thank you for watching. For like the small crowd, I feel like the small back alley crowd of the Pokemon world. The small back alley where I entertain a few people. I know a few people actually watch, so thanks for that. And yep, and shouts out to this song Nier Automata. If you know that Nier Automata, yeah, Pascals Village, that's where we're hanging out today, guys, on my little backstage, you know, get the little red curtain. So yep, see you guys till next time.